And then speaking of going into this season, man, so the ESPN also ranked all the FBS by tiers. And I thought it was quite interesting. Obviously, we can't go into the entire list or else we'd be here for quite a grip. But some of the key notes and some of the key highlights I saw. So tier 1A, they said a great matchup for week 1 and or the championship game. Texas and Ohio State. Yeah, Steve, y'all got the shout out. Big whoop-de-doo. Yeah, that's all you get from me. They said tier 1B, which is the rest of the best. Georgia, Oregon, Penn State. Tier 2, you had Bama, Clemson, Miami, Michigan, Notre Dame, LSU. And obviously, you go on and so forth. So the question begs,
expectations.
Yeah, playoff expectations. So the question begs, all right, where does North Carolina fall on this list? I know we're all curious about it, where they go, and so on and so forth. And North Carolina fell in tier 11 in the potential sleepers category, which baffled me. Other teams that are in this category: Cincinnati, Colorado, Houston, Pittsburgh, Rutgers, and Virginia. And
And you
here's
know
how
what?
they
That's not a bad group. That's not a bad group to be grouped in with either.
I'm a bear. I'm a ferocious bear.
Oh yeah, the Burkats.
Yep, they're in there.
They're bears.
So, and what's funny is you know how this section started on ESPN.com? It said this tier includes Deion Sanders and Bill Belichick. So, for media purposes, it should probably be tier 1.
But there's still some big questions surrounding Colorado and UNC. Fair.
Fair. And what they said about UNC, they said, this is what they had to say. UNC has completely overhauled its roster from the Matt Brown era, with Belichick dipping heavily into the transfer portal, including nearly 36 portal additions. Numerous catchers who spoke with ESPN said the spring was an incredibly shallow pool of talent. Can that actually translate to wins, or will 2025 be more about building a foundation than reviving the program?
Yes.
This guy.
That's really it. I don't know. We don't know. We hope both.
I mean, I'm gonna be that person and just say, hey, I think it'll do both. I think it'll do both.
That's what I'm hoping for is like through the wins, it's gonna build that foundation that revives.
Syracuse is my ACC sleeper. I like their head coach. Oh, Syracuse is always like. Here's the thing, because don't we play Syracuse on Halloween this year?
Yeah, in Syracuse.
Oh, that's already. I already feel spooky about that. He knows how I feel about Halloween games. Halloween games in Syracuse never go well, bro. I don't know why. I just don't trust Halloween games in Syracuse. Maybe it's the New Yorker. Maybe it's the bodega.
It was funny. So the Air Force, Army, and Navy got their own tier called the Stars and Stripes.
Ha!
But it's funny. Their tier was also above the next tier called Room for Improvement. So you got Arizona, Northwestern, Oklahoma State, UCF, Wake Forest, and West Virginia.
So that's kind of crazy.
And then you got the group of 6 with upside. Tier 16, at least you tried.
Not at least you tried.
Why? They got Mississippi
The
State.
Lost Boy.
The Lost Boy team.
They're
the
fine.
Pac-12. Pac-10.
Okay.
The 2 Pac-10 teams. They're solid. They're fine. Solid. Decent.
Bro,
okay.
Did you see what Tier 19 said?
We could be talking to
Tier 19. The best entertainment you're likely to find on a Tuesday night in mid-November. Jesus Christ. That is an oddly specific tier.
Yeah, Marshall put up a pretty good game.
Not participation. That's about it, trophies. The final tier is participation trophies.
That's fair.
That's disrespectful. Your program is last.
That's all right. They lost a lot.
They lost a lot. All right, listen. No, listen. It starts with.
My other program is in tier 17. They're fine. They're decent.
Hey, here's the bad part. My program is right there in that same tier in participation trophies. We're just right under Akron.
Crazy.
Hey, you know what they said for the participation trophies? They're like, you know what they call the guy who finishes last in his class at medical school? They call him doctor. and so it is that the teams in the tier 20 are technically FBS programs, though they are likely to finish with a conference championship as they are to finish medical school themselves. Jesus Christ.
Listen, medical school is hard.
They said finishing medical school is easier than winning in the FBS.
Not even that. They said it's going to be, so you finishing medical school is as likely as you winning in the FBS. Not very.
Jesus Christ, bro. Oh man, that is savagery. That is messed up.